After the graduation ceremony, it was now the surprise after party. Karachi was so happy and thanked him for his support. Ositadimma brought out an engagement ring and proposed to her. Everyone present was shouting, "Say yes, say yes, say yes," but Karachi rejected his proposal, making some loud remarks. "What on earth would make me marry an illiterate like you? Do you look at yourself in the mirror at all? You look like a decorated masquerade with your awkward skin color. What made you think I would settle for you? Am I blind? No, I am not, and even if I am blind, my chi would not allow me to end up with someone like you." Once upon a time in Odapo, there lived a young man named Ositadimma. He was a clothes seller in the city's big market. He was not from a wealthy home, but he had built his little business from scratch with his hard work. Ositadimma had a rare skin color that often drew stares and whispers, and had long learned to live with it. In the market was a young woman whose name was Karachi. She was from a poor background too. Her father had passed away years ago, leaving her mother to raise her and her younger siblings. Karachi had finished her secondary education but had no means to pursue further studies. And as the first child of her parents, she decided to work to assist her widowed mother. And so she took a sales girl job in the market. She was bent on making something of herself. Ositadimma's shop was a shop away from the one she worked in, and he had taken note of his neighbor's sales girl, Karachi. He liked her but took time to observe her more. One afternoon, Ositadimma saw that Karachi's madam was not in shop, and so he struck up a conversation with her. They talked about life, their visions and struggles. Ositadimma shared his own story, how he had dropped out of school to help his family, how he managed to start his business, and how he hoped to grow it. Karachi in turn spoke of her dreams of going to the university and becoming an accountant. Ositadimma was moved by her passion and determination. As time went by, they grew closer, had longer and more personal conversations. Ositadimma realized he had fallen in love with Karachi. He asked her out and she accepted. They dated for a while, and one evening, after they had closed for the day, Ositadimma took Karachi to Ibiriado, where they drank pami and ate nkwobi as they talked on taking their relationship to another level. Karachi, it is no longer hidden that we are in love with each other. We have been dating for some time, and I would want to spend the rest of my life with you by my side as the mother of my kids. We both lack education and we value it deeply. I want to send you to the university. I know it would bring you great opportunities. I want you to achieve your dreams. Since I could not achieve that, I would want you to achieve that for us. Osi, I appreciate your love and support, but you don't have to do that. You work so hard for your money and it is not like you're buoyant enough. I can't let you do that. I want to, Karachi. I love and want to marry you, but I can't bear the thought of you not having a proper education. It is what you wish for yourself and I wish to help you achieve it. Please, Karachi, let me do this for you, my love. Karachi's eyes were filled with gratitude and love. She thanked him and promised to make him proud. It was the end of the year and jam form was on sale. Ositadimma gave her money to purchase a jam form. She stopped working as a sales girl and he enrolled her in a lesson center. Karachi was bright, just that she lacked the opportunity to further her studies. And now that the opportunity has presented itself, she studied hard and scored a high mark in her JAMB exam and was given admission into the state universities to study accounting. Ositadimma was happy and proud of the success she had made. He prepared for her to go to school, rented an apartment for her and paid the fees. Karachi's mother was grateful for a prospective son-in-law as Ositadimma. She appreciated and prayed for him. Ositadimma worked harder than he used to, cut down his own needs to ensure that Karachi had enough for her university fees, books, and other expenses. It was a struggle, but he was willing to do that for the woman he wanted to make the mother of his future kids. He visited her often in school, took groceries, provisions, and money to her. He made sure she lacked nothing as a student. Karachi studied hard at the university and made the most of the opportunity Ositadimma had given her. She was always mindful of the sacrifices he was making for her. Her friends at the university frequently mocked her for dating a man with such an unusual skin color, but she never let their insults get to her. She cherished him and the love and support he gave her. After 4 years had passed, Karachi was now on the verge of graduating. Ositadimma was excited and proud of himself for making Karachi's dream a reality. He had planned a special surprise graduation party for her with the intention of proposing to her, as he had envisioned a life with her and could not wait to make his dream a reality. After the graduation ceremony, it was now the surprise after party. Karachi was so happy and thanked him for his support. Ositadimma brought out an engagement ring and proposed to her. Everyone present was shouting, "Say yes, say yes, say yes," but Karachi rejected his proposal, making some loud remarks. "What on earth would make me marry an illiterate like you? Do you look at yourself in the mirror at all? You look like a decorated masquerade with your awkward skin color. What made you think I would settle for you? Am I blind? No, I am not, and even if I am blind, my chi would not allow me to end up with someone like you." Ositadimma stood there cold and ashamed. He wished for the ground to open and swallow him up. Greater percentage of the people present in the party were laughing sarcastically, while the rest stood still, looking at him in pity. He had given everything for Karachi and had never doubted her love for him for a moment. He could hardly believe the cruelty of her words. "You knew all along my intentions towards you. You knew I'm an illiterate and allowed me to spend my money to get you educated. You knew my skin color was awkward and yet you let me waste my money, time and affection on you." Ositadimma went on and on, making some heart-wrenching statements. But Karachi showed no remorse. She turned away, leaving Ositadimma standing alone. "Karachi, I've shown you nothing but love, and you have chosen to disgrace me in this manner. I wish you all the best. May you never be treated the way you treated me today." Ositadimma's heart was shattered into 1,000 pieces. His friends in the market had warned him about Karachi, but he had been blinded by love. Picking up the pieces of his broken heart was difficult, but with the support of his friends, he pulled through. Karachi's mother was not in support of her daughter's behavior. "Karachi, did he ever propose marriage to you?" "Yes, Mama, he did. He did, and you knew you don't feel same but chose to waste his time and resources. My daughter, I am not in support of this act of wickedness. So, that young man is nice, and if his skin color is the only thing you hold against him, then you don't have a case." Karachi had already made up her mind on not marrying Ositadimma, and what anyone said didn't make her change her mind. 1 year later, Ositadimma met Ifeoma, a beautiful and intelligent woman from his hometown. Ifeoma, an engineer, was a senior staff member in an oil servicing company. She was what people refer to as class. Ifeoma was captivated by Ositadimma's unique skin color. She found it endearing rather than awkward. They connected quickly, and Ositadimma found himself falling in love again. Ifeoma loved him genuinely and supported his ambitions. After a few months, they got married. With Ifeoma's encouragement, Ositadimma's business grew even bigger, and he decided to pursue the education he had missed out on. Ifeoma assured him that it was never too late to learn, and so he enrolled in school. Years later, he graduated with a degree in radiography and secured a well-paid job in the city. Ositadimma and Ifeoma lived a happy life with their 3 sons. In his quiet times, he often reflected on his past. He was grateful for the humiliation and disappointment that had led him to his true love and a fulfilling life. Karachi actually left Ositadimma for an abroad-based man. She had married the man from abroad and lived a comfortable life. But Ositadimma never harbored any ill will towards her. Instead, he remained thankful for the lessons learned and the strength he gained from his experiences. Ositadimma never left business. He started selling lab equipment and expanded his business with time. His job in radiography provided him a great income, and his wife continued to excel in her career. They supported each other's dream and worked hard to provide a good life for their children. They jointly built and moved into their dream house in the city. Ositadimma's wife's love for his unique skin color helped him grow his self-confidence. She taught their children to appreciate and celebrate their father's uniqueness. Ositadimma learned that sometimes things happen for a reason, and blessings can sometimes come disguised in the form of a misfortune. He embraced goodwill and used his wealth to help the less privileged children in his community who want to go to school, but their parents could not afford it, attain their dreams of becoming educated. His community came together and gave him the title Egomozo I of Odapo. His wife remained loving and supportive as they journeyed through life.
Hello, favorite one. Thanks for listening to my stories. Your support means the world to me, and I couldn't do this without you. Your likes, comments, and shares keep me motivated to create more stories. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss out on any of my new stories. Thanks again, and see you in the next story.